Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Point Three Podcast, our Wednesday live stream, the first official one of 2025. Last week, Spider Brando held it down playing some Marvel Rivals. If you missed it, go check it out. But it's the first time that the three of us are finally back in person, starting off 2025. Myself, Hero Scroll, to my right, Spider Brando. Excuse me, I misspoke twice already because it's still Shadow season. Shadow Brando.
Your shadow reigns on.
Exactly. And below me, Lou. Gentlemen, how are you doing?
Oh, pumped to get this out. Pumped to get this out to all y'all watching. We've had a lot going on with the Point Three to end the year and kick it off, but we're here. We're strong. So we're feeling good. We're feeling good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Camera was pissing me off a little bit right there. So I'm feeling good. My first stream 2025. Well, Point 3 stream 2025. And I'm happy to break down the best of 2024.
Spider Brando, real quick, what kind of you got a little sexy color blend going on in your background?
Just, casual purple and red.
Oof.
It's a nice blend.
I like it. It's a nice magenta.
Yeah.
Even those.
It's a beard
my
pop.
lighting. My face is too
Given
bright.
that,
Though.
in case anybody doesn't know, Shadow Brando is starting off the year available. So any Point 3 ladies. No. Come back. Let's just.
No, I'm not doing this.
No, in all honesty, it's good to be back, the three of us, because it feels like we haven't in forever. Just because, again, personal life just kept going. Holidays are always a busy time for everybody, right? And I think start of the year was for everybody as well. So, welcome in, buddy. For those of you that don't know, this isn't the only 2024 thing we are doing. We do have a look back into 2024 video coming. We're still putting the final touches on that. It took longer than we thought it would, mainly because of the guests. To all the guests, you guys know who you are. Thank you for joining us, and we promise you we'll have your spotlight soon. So expect that sometime next week. But today, again, we're going over the best of 2024. If you saw last month, we kind of had a Google form sheet that we put out, kind of polling you. So this is all based on your responses, you, the Point 3 people. So if you didn't get a chance to really participate in that, that means you weren't here on Point 3 on the YouTube channel. So make sure you are subscribed to us. Follow us on the socials because we announced it over there. And you know who ate first? Discord. All our friends on Discord ate first, so make sure you join the Hall of Point 3. But gentlemen, let's kick it off already.
Oh, we got one more thing to add.
Oh, okay.
Especially if you're on TikTok, definitely join in on Discord because we may not be seeing that anymore. So definitely keep in touch with us.
I was kind of in the feels as we get to the deadline. Because if everyone didn't know, like that's how the Point 3 podcast met was on TikTok. So
I got to send you my thread again that I did the other day. If you haven't read it yet, it was beautiful. I got you guys in there. I was in my feels about the potential ban, but it's happy that we're here and that we all got to meet. So
yeah,
me too. Only
honestly. Move forward.
Yeah, and let's be honest too. A lot of our community also came from there.
Yes,
the Dylan Year guys that we all met through TikTok, Roams. It's so many people. So it'll be sad if it does end. If not, we get to at least have enjoyed it and through it got to make something else. So, Well, 2024 though was a crazy year for entertainment, for media. There's a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but the highs were definitely something to be celebrated in many different ways, right? So, gentlemen, overall, really quick, any thoughts on 2024? Did you think it was going to be as good as it was going into it? Entertainment wise, personally, it might be different,
Dude, shout out animation real quick, both Western and Eastern. Was not expecting to love as many projects as I did that came out in 2024. But yeah, it picked us up, and we were thinking we might be a little down. I think last March it kind of took off, and for a lot of people, never really landed.
Yeah. I remember not being excited for. I remember us not being excited for 2024 as we were entering the year, and like, wow, there's just like a whole lot of swap, but some of the swap paid off. Echo did not start the year off right, very, very much at all, but
yeah,
we had high highs and we had some low lows, but overall, I would say it's a pretty good year.
Yeah,
and a lot of things. It was a long year. Like, I forgot Echo came out in 2024.
Don't forget the Olympics.
And the Olympics. Yeah, we talked about that last time. Still crazy year.
Yeah.
Animation did cook. I forgot. I wanted to add that on, but then I got sidetracked. That's where I was going to.
Yeah. No, animation absolutely, I think, dominated the year, for better or worse, right? And it started with really X-Men 97, ended with kind of both Creature Commandos and What If. What If we'll talk about another day. That's a whole different conversation. But yeah, so many different things that came out this year in animation. So if you didn't watch our animation versus live action video, it's still very relevant to that whole sphere, honestly. But let's get it started, right? Again, we sent out a Google form going over each category that we went. These are some returning from last year and then some new ones this year. So to start us off, we have Character of the Year. Your nominees were Deadpool, Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine, Magneto from X-Men 97, Paul Atreides from Dune 2, Jinx from Arcane Season 2, the Penguin from The Penguin. I'm not calling him by that stupid name they changed it to. And then Homelander from The Boys Season 4. Now, your winner with a 50% voting rate for the best character of 2024. And I'm curious to see Lou's reaction to this. Is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Oh, shoot. Man, I can't escape. I'll never escape the Deadpool Wolverine hate.
No. Never.
That's wild. 50%?
50%. Deadpool did get some votes in. We did get some other votes. So some people from the community put in Cyclops from X-Men 97.
Nice.
Kieran Culkin as Benji Kaplan from A Real Pain. Yeah. I personally don't know what that's from, but great character. And then someone put Shadow the Hedgehog, but as he's muted because he knows that
It wasn't me, I swear. I forgot I was muted. I think I said something earlier and had no response, and I was like, "Wait, this is why didn't
it sounds good?"
Yeah.
I did not do Shadow.
The unfortunate thing is that we didn't include Sonic 3 because it just came out too late in the year. Or by the time we made the form, Sonic 3 wasn't out.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't in contention, but it will be for this year. So then for real, Brandon will put his vote.
It's winning every single award that we do is just nominated of Sonic 3.
I want to throw this out here. Brandon, you don't know the results, do you? Did you look at them yet?
I do know
For-
the results.
Okay,
I
I
think-
don't. This is raw reaction from me. I actually have no clue who won
perfect.
these things, so
Perfect.
I'm giving you it real.
Perfect.
Yeah,
no.
I do know because I did
Made our
preemptively make some social media posts that I will post
right.
once this is
That's right.
posted.
That's right.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm excited to see your reactions, and I'm actually happy to know that you don't know now because I've been curious of like, I don't know if he's looked at it or not. So this is good.
Yeah,
No,
it's good that you don't.
It has been a true MIA 0.3 people. I promise. That is not false. This is not false.
But yeah, Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine. I think a character that took the world by storm. People were excited to see him back, and the movie definitely delivered.
You know what character I think would be an honorable mention if it had more time? Jeff, the land shark.
Bro,
I could see that. Yeah, I could definitely
Next
see
year,
that.
maybe.
Next year. Wait till 2025, and I'm sure a lot of Marvel Rivals will be in it.
should we do a Marvel Rivals award show?
we might have to.
while playing and streaming.
In case anybody doesn't know, we're all addicted to Marvel Rivals right now. So, all right, there's your best character.
Okay.
He did take over for like 10 days. You could not escape him, and he still is to some. So, but moment of the year, we had a lot of great moments in 2024. Some sad, some great, some unintentionally hilarious. So, our nominees for moment of the year, this involves quote or scenes in general. So, Deadpool dances to Bye Bye Bye. In other words, the opening to Deadpool and Wolverine. Gambit's sacrifice from X-Men 97. Magneto's speech from X-Men 97 from episode 2. Yes, 2. Paul Atreides embracing his Messiah role from Dune 2. Rex versus the Lizard League from Invincible Season 2. The finale of The Penguin. And then we had another category, which did get one response on that end. But your winner for best moment of the year, I'm not entirely surprised. However, I am surprised by how close this was in terms of votes. It is the intro to Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay. Deadpool dancing to Bye Bye Bye. Not surprised. This only won by 1 vote.
Wow.
And it narrowly beat out Magneto's speech from X-Men 97.
What? Bro, I'm loving the write-in for Cyclops and Magneto's speech. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. And there was a tie. The third place was a tie. Which
yes.
The Gambit and the Penguin one.
Yep.
It's crazy. I'm happy one person voted for the Wizard League moment because that was cool.
It was intense.
That was freaking. I wasn't expecting that whatsoever.
No one was. And I mean, I think people forgot that happened because Invincible felt so far away. Kind of like how Echo did. But yeah, no, Invincible did happen in 2024. So,
dude, I remember I saw the tweet of like the Amazon Prime account memeing on Rex versus the Wizard League, and I was like, what the hell is this? And then I watched the episode, I was like, holy crap, that makes so much sense. They had hands. The tweet was like, when you face the Wizard League and they have hands or something, and it was just like a random photo of just Rex.
Well, and if you thought, what does that mean? If you guys think that's good, just wait until we see Giancarlo do to Captain America. That's just
no.
You think he saw hands? Just watch out.
Wait till you see the snake hands. That Sidewinder, baby. But yeah, no. Our one write-in for moment of the year was the Chris Evans cameo as Johnny Storm from Deadpool and Wolverine, which was a good moment too. Did have a lot of people fooled.
They played that so well. Well.
I already know what my 2025 one is.
Oh,
Sonic 3. I'm so mad that we couldn't put it. I'm so mad that movie came out so late.
And it barely did. It was like a week, unfortunately. But it's okay. It'll have its time to shine. It'll have its time.
Okay, I'll ask you. Remind me to ask you a question at the end, Spider Brando, for 2025.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, moment of the year again goes to the intro to Deadpool and Wolverine, Deadpool dancing to Bye Bye Bye, which was everywhere. So
it's 2.
Yeah, 2 for Deadpool and Wolverine. Next up, 2024 had a lot of great movies, and it was not easy to kind of dwindle it down in terms of movies because there was a lot of great ones for various different reasons. But we did try to kind of go with overall ones and then ones that obviously we are more familiar with. So your nominees for movie of the year are Dune 2, Wicked, Deadpool and Wolverine, Transformers 1, and Mad Max the Furiosa movie.
Yep.
Out of all of these, one definitely came out on top, going 3 for 3. Wow. Deadpool and Wolverine. However, second place, and I would dare say a close second place, Dune 2.
Nice. Is that recency bias? Mm-hmm.
It could be, to be honest.
Could be that and her niche.
Yeah, that's right. That's fair.
Yeah.
Dune 2 had a good run though. Meme City, like that, everyone was talking about Dune 2 for a long time.
I think Dune 2... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, overall wise, I do think Dune 2 was like just all around cinematically, you could say a better movie, but like just for like the standout, like Deadpool and Wolverine came out in 2024 because it was like in the summer. It was the movie of the year that everybody was really talking about for leading up to it, and still talking about it today.
Yeah.
So I can see why it won in that aspect.
Oh yeah. I mean, cross that $1 billion mark very easily.
100%. First rated R movie.
Yeah.
Not first. Highest rated R.
Highest rated R. And I also think that if Dune 2 came out maybe June, August time period, a lot more people might have it a little more fresh in their minds. Because I think it happened to me too, kind of again, like with Echo Invincible Season 2, where I completely forgot this came out in 2024. I thought it was like a December project of 23, but no, it was March.
Yeah.
But it was such a blur of a year that you forgot, because then like a couple weeks later you had X-Men 97. You had a lot more stuff that kind of like took over.
Yeah.
So. But our 2 write-in choices, we did get 2 write-in choices. Late Night with the Devil. I think it's a horror movie with the Polka Dot Man. I forget his name. Very good actor, though. And somebody, not going to name any names, Sonic 3.
Like I said again, was not me. Or maybe it was, and I did it out of spite.
I was going to say, allegedly saying it wasn't him. So, he'll
burner account.
Yeah. Brando Shadow.
Shadows Funko.
They're like, I know that guy. Yeah. No. But going on from movie of the year, we now move on to show of the year. And guys, show. If we thought dwindling down the movies was hard, show was a lot harder. A lot harder, because there was a lot of great shows, not just in the superhero medium, all around. Obviously, we did have a niche within the superhero show fandom, but there was a lot that came out. So it wasn't easy. But your official nominees for show of the year: Arcane Season 2, X-Men 97, The Penguin, Shogun, Terminator Zero, Agatha All Along, The Boys Season 4, and Batman Cape Crusader. So your winner, I would dare say, squeaking out a win almost.
Ooh.
Only by 2 votes did this win. X-Men 97.
All right.
Narrowly beating out The Penguin.
Really?
Yes. Narrowly beating out.
Ooh.
It's crazy.
Wow. There was.
They had. Let's see. I don't know what that percentage is. Them two pretty much dominated the responses for the show of the year.
Yeah, they make up about almost 80%. I have everything in front of me. That's why I know it. I'm not that good at math, trust me.
Not surprising, but it's funny that we say with Dune 2 because it was kind of early in the year, like its carryover didn't come up. There were still some really good animated shows that came out after X-Men 97. I just think 97 hit that hard and lasted for that long.
For superhero projects, absolutely. Yeah. But I think if you're talking shows in general, and I'm glad that at least at the Golden Globes, it got the praise it definitely deserved. Shogun.
Yeah.
Definitely deserved every bit of praise it got.
Yeah. Shogun was fun. That was... You had to pay attention to Shogun. I don't think it was for everyone. It's really, really, really good. But it's an investment for Shogun.
Yes.
For sure.
But those that love it absolutely love it, and I'm one of them. So
same.
Our one write-in choice that did make kind of the finalist cut, but we just didn't really get to put it in there. The Bear Season 3.
Oh yeah. I do want to give a quick shout out here for Show of the Year for Dragon Ball Daima.
Ooh.
I think it's one of the best Dragon Ball pieces of animation story. I've loved it, and I know it's still ongoing into 25, but shout out to Akira Toriyama for giving us that last year, and it's still going. So yeah.
Crazy year.
I gotta watch that show.
It's fantastic.
It's really good.
Super good. Yeah. So that was Show of the Year. Now, last year, one kind of thing that we kind of ran into was that superhero kind of just dominated everything. So we kind of wanted to make things more interesting and put all the superhero things against each other. So a new category for this year was Superhero Project of the Year. So this included everything that came out. So your nominees, you know them already, but just to run through them: X-Men 97, Deadpool and Wolverine, The Penguin, Agatha All Along, Invincible Season 2, The Boys Season 4, and Batman Caped Crusader. Your winner, with an astounding 55% of votes. This steamrolled everything else, to be quite honest. Deadpool and Wolverine.
What? Oh,
that's crazy.
Second place was X-Men 97.
But steamrolled, bro?
Yeah.
Wow.
55% of those.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's kind of surprising to me.
Yep.
I was surprised when I saw that. I thought it was going to be way more even.
Whoa.
We had 2 votes for Agatha. So, respect for Agatha.
Agatha doing Agatha things.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, listen, I think you can kind of go back and forth for various things or various reasons on why either X-Men 97 should win and Deadpool Wolverine. I just think it's one of those things where Deadpool Wolverine is fresher on the mind. I think a lot more people saw it over 97, even though 97 was huge. Don't get me wrong. I just think Deadpool and Wolverine was a bigger overall project. And but I think you could have that conversation for either one. And I think today we can talk about it, and I would be like, yeah, X-Men 97. Tomorrow we could talk about it again, and I'd be like, no, Deadpool and Wolverine.
A lot of people that aren't super nerds and in the loop like us don't really keep up with all the rumors and leaks and everything. So truly, like, it was a big holy. Like, a lot of the movie was a huge surprise for a majority of the people compared to they kind of would have expected continuation, or kind of expected what they were going to expect out of X-Men 97. Not in the sense of it being, I don't know how to, it's just different expectations. That's what I'm trying to get at.
It's funny you say that, because those two projects were the two projects I feel like you could get any person who's kind of fallen off the bandwagon to sit down and watch and really enjoy both of them. But that's a really good point, because even for the big nerds, 97 I think was more of the surprise, whereas Deadpool, Wolverine, there were less surprises for a lot of us, and especially we were super into rumors and pretty heavy on covering Deadpool and Wolverine leading up to it. But that's a really good point. That I think, did we talk about that in our leak culture video?
I think so.
Yeah,
we've covered it definitely at some point.
Good points. Good points.
Covered.
Yeah.
Oh, great stuff. Yeah. Again, it could go back and forth, but hopefully one day, season 2 comes out and it won't have to compete with another juggernaut like Deadpool over.
That's true. Yeah.
So.
This MCU's dead. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's a conversation for another day. Shameless plug for a second. And for real though, if you go back to the channel and watch our 2024 videos, we have a very good idea of what's going on with the superhero genre. This was kind of also pre-Deadpool and Wolverine. So go watch that, because it still holds up very well. So shameless plug for ourselves, but it's it's our show, so why wouldn't we?
Yeah, right.
Our own show.
Yeah. So what are you doing if you're not watching our videos?
Like and subscribe if you're not.
Exactly. Video game of the year. Almost every single one of us here are gamers. The Game Awards happened last month. Great Game Awards show, lots of cool announcements, and it was great to see a lot of these projects win. So we included some of these in ours. But your nominees for Video Game of the Year: Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Helldivers 2, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. Yes, that is a completely different game. For those of you that are like, it's DLC. No, it's 40 hours. That's a game. Get out of here. So, your winner, shockingly to me, to be quite honest, squeaking it out by one vote, Helldivers 2.
Whoa.
Womp, womp, womp.
Oh, congrats.
I never got onto the Helldivers range. I never got into the Helldivers gaming, I guess.
I played it at a friend's house. It was fun. I liked it. It was big for a couple weeks, and then it died off.
Yeah. Very much so.
And
PlayStation stopped supporting it. Or Sony, I should say. And you know how Sony is with supporting their projects.
Sony stopped supporting it until the Game Awards.
Yeah.
And then they were like, hey, have this entire new DLC. Just 8 months after the game came out. And people were like, oh, okay, cool. Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah. Second place was Astrobot, which I'm so glad got so much love at the Game Awards. Incredible love. One that I'm surprised didn't really win many awards in both the Game Awards and here, only got one vote, is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting to me.
I've heard, just a quick side note, I heard a lot of people just talking about that around the Game Awards time, and it felt like super niche, where people loved it, and they're just people who just didn't get on board with it. It's like
there's another one coming out soon too.
There
people are already excited for, and they just want that and don't really care about Rebirth. There
is a part 3 coming out. I think it was timing with it. If I remember correctly, it came out around something else too. And the problem with it also is that it's very long. Like the story is very long. I think the story alone takes about 40 hours. I think that's with like minimal to no side quests. If you're doing side quests, you're playing 80 hours, which is a lot for a lot of people. So I think some didn't really want to put that time into it, and I can completely understand that.
Yeah.
So we did have 2 write-ins. Now, one of these very valid, but was not eligible because it didn't come out when we made the form for Marvel Rivals. Wait till 2025. This next one, I'm pretty sure, is a joke answer, but
no, that key. I feel like I know exactly who put that answer.
Okay,
but it's a great game.
I mean, it's not that it's not, but I only ever knew this as a App Store game.
It's on Steam.
Is it really?
Yep, it's on Steam.
Interesting. Papa's Pizzeria Deluxe.
What is that?
It's a Steam game that you get to manage a pizza restaurant and make pizza and serve customers. Pretty much like, no, I can't say. I was gonna say what I do for work, but I don't work at a pizza place. Bad analogy. Anyways,
Papa's Pizzeria?
Papa's Pizzeria Deluxe.
Yeah.
You get to drive and all that kind of stuff? Like, do you have to deliver it?
It's like
I don't think so.
It's like you're just making the pizza.
Dude, it's got 5 stars on Steam.
Let me be a delivery guy, but like give me the Grand Theft Auto world. And I gotta
Crazy Taxi World?
Almost, but like I'm at a light and somebody tries to jack me up, and I'm just like, I'm on the run now. 5 stars.
You're dead. You're dead.
I gotta call off tomorrow. Why? I'm dead.
Dude, my niche video game nominee for Video Game of the Year is Hidden Capybaras with oranges on their heads.
Oh,
Halloween edition.
That's definitely very niche.
Halloween edition, though.
Dude,
Halloween edition.
Yo,
that is very, very niche.
I love it.
That game is so fun. It's just I'll send you guys the link after. But
please do.
It's you legit just go around like a puzzle, and it's like Where's Waldo, but there's 100 like just capybaras with oranges on their head that are designed into the map, and you got to go find them and click on the oranges, and they all light up blue and orange when you find them. And it's like a cool map. So when Halloween came around, they had one with their pumpkins instead of the oranges, and I beat that shit in one night.
I love it. Interesting choice.
A whimsical library. Oh my god!
Oh god!
I didn't know this one existed.
We're going down
niche game of the year next year.
Yeah, that'll be its own category.
Yeah.
Another new category that I don't think we did last year. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But comic book of the year. We included ongoings, one shots, miniseries, maxi series. Great year for comics if you're into the hobby, whether it be collecting or reading. Had a lot of great stuff. Our nominees are Absolute Batman, Ultimate Spider-Man, Immortal Thor, Fantastic Four run by Ryan North, Transformers by Daniel Warren Johnson, Batman, Superman, World's Finest, the Doom one shot from Jonathan Hickman, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, which is an indie comic about a serial killing bear. It's very good. Your winner by one vote. One vote, and I'm almost certain it is because of recency bias. Absolute Batman.
Oh.
Barely beating Ultimate Spider-Man by one vote.
I was torn. That's like 97 versus Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. And I genuinely think it's because Ultimate came out in January, February? And Absolute came out just last month before.
Dude, Absolute was some heat though.
It was really good.
Both are great though.
Heat though.
Both are fantastic.
Man.
Yeah.
So
listen, DC just across all platforms closed out 2024 so strong. Just so strong.
yeah.
It was patchy in the beginning, but
Sketch.
they did pretty well for themselves.
Yeah.
I like how somebody put other and then wrote skip. Which
I was about to say
You guys don't follow Skip Comics?
what's that?
I was about to say we did get two other choices, and someone just said skip. The other one was Teen Titans Starfire. It's a novel by Cami Garcia, which I haven't heard that some of those are pretty good. So I think those are more directed towards like the young adult. So like your more teenager audience. It's not a bad thing. It's just I think that's who those are for. So those don't always get to reach us, but at least hey, getting a shout out here. So might be worth checking out.
Yeah,
might be worth checking out.
Nice.
All right. So moving on into kind of our more open-ended responses, we had 3 of them. Our first one, which was Surprise Project of the Year. This is across all mediums, so this was kind of something you were excited or didn't really have much excitement for, ended up surprising you, or vice versa. So I'm going to go through the least commented, and then I'll go into the 2 that kind of got the most answers, which is actually surprising to me. So one wrote Deadpool cameos, specifically Chris Evans returning as the Human Torch. I can agree there. Helldivers 2. I saw the TV Glow, which I think is like a horror movie.
I'm looking into that. That looks good.
Yeah. Marvel Rivals. Shogun. They also added a comment. What a masterpiece. Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Didn't meet eligibility, but heard it was good. Now, our 2 most answered surprises. Transformers 1 and Agatha All Along.
Oh. No comment, but yeah, I like it. I'm curious about the Agatha one.
Yeah.
A lot of people were doubting it, you know?
I'm still doubting it.
I was going to say, I think we can include ourselves, but look at Shadowbrand, who loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were. Oh, actually, I have the tea to spill. You guys were the ones that were hating on it all year, and I was the glass half full about it, and it didn't surprise me. No, it did surprise me. I wasn't actually expecting it to be like hooked into it that much. I was just like, it's got to be good because they can't market it around Halloween and then just drop a blunder, like a drunken dud, like Disney Plus Halloween Hocus Pocus, which is in the MCU.
That's what you would think, but
I like. Bro, listen, Aubrey Plaza was like, forget about your old goddess of death. I am the goddess of death. Forget your continuity. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, Agatha was a surprise. I was not expecting it to pull the numbers it pulled.
No. Same here. Same here. It did well for itself. And you know what? That's a win.
Yeah.
It's a win. I will still stand by the fact it's not for me. But I'm glad that it did well.
And that's why I think it got biggest surprise, because a lot of people might have felt that way. And I'm not saying obviously to force like you to obviously watch it, but a lot of people probably felt like that, and turned out that they ended up liking it.
Yep.
I'm not saying everyone has to, but
I'm curious on this next part.
Yeah, same thing with Transformers, where I think it was marketed wrong.
Oh, terribly wrong. Paramount barely knows how to market their damn movies.
Yeah, it was marketed very wrong.
Sonic 3 comes out on digital next week, by the way.
Watch party?
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, stay tuned.
Comes out on like Tuesday, so probably. Yeah, it was just a live stream Sonic 3.
the entire thing. The entire thing.
While playing Marvel Rivals, so it's not copyright.
Yo, just flip the audio.
Oh, dude, you know the full movie is on Twitter. I
can
send you guys the link to it.
I can see that.
I can't believe it.
He said send it to me.
I will not be posting it. Actually, for legal reasons, I did not say that.
We didn't say that. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
Let's move on before we get let's move on before we get struck by somebody. Before Paramount tries to come at you with a sponsorship, and then they're like,
yeah, it wasn't me that posted it. All I said, I saw it.
Well, you're gonna get an email.
I paid to see the movie 2 times, Paramount, and bought a Funko one.
Spider Rando. Second time. You know you're gonna get an email that says they canceled your custom Shadow sneakers.
I try.
They said no more.
Yeah, they're like, see ya. That red carpet,
Shadow movie,
that press tour.
You got to be Keanu. Nothing.
I truly that might have been my 13th reason.
Oh man. All right. So that was our surprise in the best ways possible. But we've been talking about the best things out of 2024. Let's talk about the lows of 2024 really quick. Specifically, the biggest disappointment of the year overall, right? Again, in general. I'm going to kind of do the similar thing where I'm going to read off the ones that got lesser responses and then the one that got the most. So, The Boys. I don't know how, because I think season 4 was probably one of their strongest ones. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. The Acolyte. Which I could maybe see. Madam Web. Yes, Madam Web came out in 2024. Was it?
No.
I was about to say. It came with
my review on that. Actually, Selfless. Shameless. Selfless? What am I trying to say?
Yeah.
Shameless promo. Go watch my Madam Web review. That was a fun one to watch.
It was. Echo. That wasn't me echoing. That's the biggest disappointment. Echo. Batman Cape Crusader surprisingly came up here.
Interesting.
Which is, I would love to know not who wrote that, but why it was written. I would love to know their reasoning. Sony Spider-Man Universe Projects.
Ooh, that's nice.
Which I think is kind of a hit at a couple. And then Argyle, which I think was the movie with like Henry Cavill and someone else. Now, your biggest disappointment for sure for a lot of people, this was the one that got the most responses. The Joker, Folie à Deux.
Yeah. I think we had some big ones.
Yeah.
I would say Joker is the most shocking out of all of that.
That one's That one's shocking, but I still have to say, and I think maybe people put this.
But disappointment. How? Yeah, never. I'm trying to over-explain. I didn't say anything.
No. I was gonna say, like, as a shock of like, oh my god, like an OMG, like I cannot believe this is what it was. I think Joker takes it home. I think Sony is just a continuation of like just years of expectations. But I still have to throw it out here, and I'm gonna separate it from Echo. I think it was the Marvel Spotlight. The whole like promise of what that was supposed to be, and they're like, "You don't need to watch other projects." You're like, "What are you talking about? You gave me a 30-minute recap in episode 1, and I'm gonna have to watch this episode to understand what happens next."
Yeah.
So, what's the point?
A whole banner that you really thought would have been kind of the highlight for them, and then they just fumbled it. So. I would say, to me, Marvel was both the best it has been in the past couple of years, and also the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Because the worst of it was bad, and I mean, it ended. What if season 3 is a can of worms that we will? Yes, it's a can of worms we'll open up at some point in the future when we inevitably talk about it. But you had that, and then you had it bookmarked between that and Echo. And then right dead smack in the middle, you got Deadpool and Wolverine. Before that, X-Men 97. And you're just like, holy crap, Marvel's freaking great.
Yeah.
We're
you
back.
had Agatha
We're
all
not
along
back.
come out.
We're back. We're not back.
Well, no, you kind of had that span of just like, no, Marvel was good. You had X-Men 97. You had Deadpool and Wolverine. You had Agatha, which... Again, people were like, oh, okay, no, Marvel's great. And then we're like, all right, we don't care for What If, but we're going to be positive. Let's see what happens. And then they were just like, be prepared to get dumped on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, dude, what happened? So, yeah, I'd put Marvel in that too, to be honest.
I agree.
As an entirety. Or Marvel Entertainment, the MCU, I guess.
You could even say a big disappointment was just them, the way they announced RDJ coming back too.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
And I know it's not like a project, but it's a moment, and we counted those too.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people are like, "Wow, no."
And
I'm still on the fence on it. Oh. The asterisk, though,
at one of the biggest events of the year.
Yeah, CinemaCon, baby.
That's crazy.
We're nearing that time.
I forgot about that.
Where the famous movie insider Comic-Con or Con is coming up. Dear Lord, I hope that guy
it's not for us peasants.
Yeah. I hope he comes back. I hope you're watching. I want to dump specifically on him. Man, yeah, what a weird year. What a weird year. Overall, great though. A lot of great stuff. A lot to be celebrated, and I think one that we will look back entertainment wise as a good one, right? Because again, even though there were some really bad things in between, I think overall there was a lot more good stuff than bad, because the good was really like set up on a pedestal between video games, between comics, between movies, shows, not just in superhero media, but just overall. So now, looking forward into 2025. One last question, our final question that we had. What project are you looking most forward to in 2025? Now, there is one movie that kind of dominated the sphere in this form. But before we get to that, reading off the other answers, Cap 4, all right? Eyes of Wakanda.
Next month.
Oh,
yeah. Eyes of Wakanda. GTA 6.
Pray we get this year.
Pray. Monster Hunter Wilds, which is something a lot of people are looking forward to. Doom, the new Doom game. I forget the kind of surname that it has. It's like the ancient Doom game. And Civilization 7.
Oh, wow.
The Last of Us Season 2. Invincible Season 3. Now, your second place, your second most look forward to project, Fantastic Four. That is your second place.
Come on.
Which I think a lot of us are excited for. But astoundingly, the one that took the cake between all of them, the one project that everybody's looking forward to in 2025, Superman.
Boom. Boom. All is right in the world.
Superman.
That trailer was clutch.
Yeah. And I think that brought a lot of people in. So.
Is that what it is for you guys? What is it for you guys? Your most anticipated?
Superman. 100%.
As
much as I'm excited to see Fantastic Four, it's just something different about Superman that we're gonna get, and I've been liking my journey into learning more about Superman very, very much. I was actually reading. I still haven't finished this fucking Grant Morrison book. Still haven't finished this, but I did get a nice chunk of the way in from the little sessions that I do read it in.
Nice.
And I forgot exactly what I read, but I don't really know what's going on. I'm not gonna lie. There's like two different Clarks and like Superman that they're going through. Of like, I think there's like some time travel or like some weird timeline thing that I might have missed on, like might have briefly skimmed through. It's still really good. But it makes me think, I'm like, damn, maybe James Gunn could pull like something like that off for DC and potentially maybe have like Superman go through like a multiverse timeline thing. And I think that would be really cool. Not right away, obviously, but like down the line, I think that would be really cool. They do it right and not like Flash time travel and shit. Like
don't talk about that movie here.
Yeah,
we don't talk about that movie. We don't talk about the movie that failed because people didn't like it for whatever reason. Andy Muschietti said. What did he say the other day? It failed because
I don't even want to go into it.
Yeah.
He said some stupid shit.
It's something stupid that
people don't care about Flash and that it didn't hit like all four. So people didn't care about Flash and that didn't hit all four quadrants and it didn't appeal to like women and stuff like that. I'm like, maybe because it had Ezra Miller in it that like it didn't appeal to anybody. Also,
that movie, God, garbage. Hey, James Gunn, take Andy Muschietti off Brave and the Bold.
Oof.
Toss him, punt him into the trash can.
Oh, the controversy.
Yeah, controversy. Superman though is definitely the project I'm most excited for. Wow. For all the reasons that SB said and more. I think it's gonna kill it. And I think it's really DC's time to shine. If Creature Commandos kind of showed us anything, is that DC has life to it. It has interesting characters and it has stories to tell. And I think Superman will take that and really just kind of shoot it into the stratosphere for DC.
It's a fresh universe. Marvel, obviously, we know the limits the F4 will have, unfortunately, but we don't know what we're getting into with Superman. And I would think I would be more excited for Fantastic Four because that's the one that's closer to my birthday. But I don't care. I'd rather see. If Superman was coming out the 25th, oh my lord, I'd be going even more feral, way more feral.
Great things, baby. Great things.
Great things.
That should be. We got to do a best podcast on what is 2024, just us hosts.
No, we definitely will for next year. But
I had a lot of crazy quotes this past year.
You did. It ranged a wide range for Brando.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Didn't fall asleep on a podcast.
You did.
I want to add one thing real quick. I'm surprised that people didn't have Daredevil Born Again in anticipated project.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. I meant to say it with Fantastic Four, but yeah, no. It's a tie for the second most anticipated. Okay. Yeah, that was my bad. I got so focused between Fantastic Four and Superman. But no, people did put Born Again.
Yeah. I think that's my 1A. After seeing the trailer, I feel a lot more confident. I still, even though seeing the Daredevil trailer, I don't feel as confident as I hoped.
Sure, we talked about before.
Yeah. We'll talk about that on a different video. Save those thoughts. But yeah, I can agree. But that was 2024, 2025. To quote again, Shadow Brando, great things. We will do great things, not just as a Point 3 podcast, as a community and as people who enjoy the superhero media and just media in general. Great things are coming for this year. It's fun to look back at, but I think we're just excited to see all the new things coming out. 2024 will definitely go down as a good year overall. So yeah, that's been the show. Thank you, all of you, for sticking with us all through 2024. Thank you for coming back with us into 2025. I know it was kind of a little bit bumpy between holidays and personal life, but we are back. We promise you weekly live streams again, coming, starting off with Cap. So Captain America right around the corner, less than a month, officially, as of yesterday.
Valentine's ready to go see that movie on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Hey, what's better than, Cap America and
That's true love. That's true love. That's true love.
Sidewinder in there. Boom.
Yeah, that's what you got, right?
Yeah.
Right around
exactly. There you go. You sidewind that arm right in there. And then
I have so many jokes to make.
And then you Hulk smash later.
There you go.
With some help of adamantium.
Oh God. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Brando's back, baby.
That's what we've been waiting for. That's what the people have been wanting.
Do you remember how we opened this episode? Just
dear God. And he's gone. Again, ladies, Shadow Brando is available. But everybody, thank you so much for joining us on our first official live stream for 2025. If you're not subscribed to us, follow us on Discord. We have a lot of great things genuinely coming for you guys. So we hope you get to enjoy them. And for those of you that have stuck with us throughout the past almost 2 years now that we've done this, which is crazy to think, thank you genuinely so much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much. We love you guys. But until next Wednesday, guys, 3 things that we need to keep doing. Before we go, Dylan, you always have the best comments, dude. Nobody says Valentine's Day like patriotism and gamma radiation. And you know what? That's so true.
That's amazing.
That's
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And that comment will come up every year when we refer to our award show. Thank you for that.
I love it. I love it. That will forever be etched into my memory now. But everybody, 3 very important things that you need to do until the next Wednesday live stream. You need to keep watching, you need to keep reading, and you need to keep nerding out alongside us, the Point 3 podcast. We have been your favorite trio of hosts. Have a good night, everybody.